They say that later the second act of Avengers Doomsday is gonna make you feel like the movie's over, but really it's getting started.
It
So
will have your jaw on the floor, is what they said. Oh my god.
we'll see. We're gonna remember that, and we're gonna see if that
Do
actually
we
happens.
do we have that clipped? Do we have that clipped? Like, did someone make sure that quote is like pinned somewhere so we can go back and be like, but
I have a
actually,
picture of
We
it.
will. We will.
At some point.
Welcome to
Remember
Legion
it.
of Creators, episode 58. It is April 15th, 2026 on a Wednesday. And we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. There's so many shows coming out right now. Oh my God. The Boys, season 5, Invincible, season 4, new Mall, Shadow Lord show. DTF just had its finale. Nobody's watching Rooster. There's so much. Oh, the Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh
Reboot.
yeah. Talk
Yeah,
about
the
that.
4 episode special came out. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, same. It
And
was
we got
done.
some CinemaCon news, some Marvel Rival news. There's a bunch of stuff. And we're about to let you know all about it right after this.
Legion of Creators.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
What's going on, everybody? I am Luke.
I'm Kenna.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Joey, the Jedi
And
Joey. You know.
that's right. The now Jedi Joey. That's right.
Mhm.
That's a new
Mhm.
development in the last week. We went from
Mhm.
Captain Multiverse to Jedi Joey.
Back
Yep.
to Jedi
So
Joe.
Jedi Joe in the
It
corner.
just felt
there.
right, man.
Get in your corner.
It was time. It was time. It just felt right.
Yeah, hey, you're a Star Wars fan at heart, man. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Even though
Mhm.
it's been plagued by Kathleen Kennedy and all the other things, but there's still hope.
Yeah.
There's always still hope.
There's new hope, man.
Star Wars is
All-
about hope.
New hope.
How you guys doing? How's
Rebellions
your
are
week?
built on hope.
He's been good. He's been good.
Yeah, chilling. Very
That's
nice.
been a good week. Not bad.
How about the news for the week? What do you got, Joe? Kenna?
I have
know
not
you
been
got
as
some
plugged
stuff
in.
lined up.
I've not been plugged in as much this week because I've
Oh
been.
my god.
I've been busy. I left that one on you guys. I'm trying something different. I'm kind of taking a seat back and expecting you guys to deliver the goods because I know you guys have been.
Nah, that's cool. I mean, we got CinemaCon
Get
to
on
kind
it.
of like talk about and stuff. So
Sure.
I've been working on my own stuff lately. I've been working on covering things that revamping my channel, doing all that, launching a new podcast. It won't be ready this week. It should probably be ready maybe next week. But me and my girlfriend are launching a new Star Wars podcast channel. So
Okay.
we're busy on that.
Nice,
I've
nice.
been busy on that. So yeah,
All right.
Cool. When do you think you'll have that out by?
hopefully by next week. Well, we got to talk about some scripts and stuff and some other ideas for what the topics are going to be. But hopefully by next Friday, we should have our first episode put out.
Okay,
So,
cool.
so that should be cool. But yeah, no, I've heard things here and there. I know about the Spider-Verse stuff from CinemaCon. I heard about some of the brand new day stuff with the posters and whatnot. I heard about a little bit of the Doomsday stuff. Even though the real Doomsday news really won't come out till tomorrow because that's when the real panel stuff is going to happen. I heard about some rumors about the X-Men moving into the next phase of Marvel. So I had a conversation with our good friend Spike yesterday, which was very informative,
nice.
not only about Marvel but also about he was helping me. He was giving me. I was in a YouTube class, like content creator class on editing, FCC, all the click through rates and sources and references. So I've been in school lately, guys. Sorry, I've been busy. I've been in school. So
Yeah.
I've been taking classes. King Spike. That's why they call him King Spike, man. He's a good teacher.
Spike. Yeah, I need to catch up with him. It's been a minute.
Spike's a good dude.
This time I'm the pad one, so I had to
Alright.
I had to eat my braid and do a few things. But yeah, no, so it's good. So, but yeah, no, there's some good things to talk about. Should we talk about the Marvel topics first and then jump into the TV shows, or what do we feel?
As is tradition.
Yep, as a tradition. Okay.
Cool.
So we can do this segment for Rivals after we do the regular Marvel news, I think, because I think that's
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with
That's cool.
the big elephant in the room. Somehow Mike Coulter still has a job after he pulled the biggest Mark Ruffalo of all time. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
No, actually.
No, I have not.
He's spoiled Born Again season 2.
Oh no.
Yep.
Great.
So I'm just gonna say it because it's something we theorized about. It's not that big of a deal. I think you guys already know about it already. So, and the picture's out there, so you can find it.
Yeah.
So he posted a picture of him in his new Luke Cage, like, boss man, criminal boss attire in, like, this yellow vest and whatnot, right? Just confirming his involvement, which we already knew from the pictures for season 3. But then he did something worse. He posted a picture with the actress that plays Karen and Matt, but Matt wasn't in the Daredevil suit. He wasn't in the lawyer suit. We are getting Daredevil season 3 is officially Orange is the New Black in 2027. So he is wearing an orange jumpsuit. He's going to prison. He's got a thick beard too, like King Daredevil. So somehow he still has a job. Somehow he still got a job, but it's out there. So
I'm not surprised. Not that crazy to me.
I mean, I told you guys this was happening. I told you this season was ending with him in prison. Like, I told you that it was going to happen. Like, so this isn't that shocking, but I didn't expect Mike Coulter to. He just got the job back, damn it. Now he's pulling a Mark Ruffalo. Like, the
I thought Tom
exist.
Holland was the one who was bad with spoilers. Is Mark Ruffalo also
He's
bad with
bad.
spoilers?
He told everyone on the
Mark
Jimmy
Ruffalo's
Kimmel.
bad.
He told everyone on the Jimmy Kimmel show, "Oh yeah, everybody dies." Like,
Yeah, and like Don Cheadle is next to him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, what are you doing? What?
So,
Oh
yeah,
my
I
god!
guess
What's
I just
up,
don't remember
Cheeks?
that well.
What's up, kiddo? I'm
So
gonna
that
talk
was
a
the
little.
first. Yeah,
Oh,
so that was
sorry,
the first. So that was the first. That was the first thing. Was just the Mike Coulter Daredevil thing. What do you guys think about this? You guys think this is surprising that he leaked this, or?
Nah, not really. Because
No?
I mean, we kind of suspected it because like we even said from like before season 2 even started, like what if like Matt gets outed and like what if like he does end up in prison or something or something like that. So
Oh, yeah.
we're not surprised.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, one of the things that I was really impressed by is that I talked to my people about this, and I've heard that Daredevil is, some people think Daredevil is definitely in Spider-Man. That's crazy. I mean, that could
I
happen.
think it is.
But I've heard from my people that they're going to take some more of the Chip Zdarsky run, and then they're also going to take another comic creator and really go all in on this prison storyline because of the fact that they did this with Punisher in the Netflix show, and he had a crazy fight scene. But you got the whole Rorschach thing here where you have, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Like, all Daredevil's villains are in there. And so I think we're going to get some crazy action in season 3. But yeah, so that's the first Marvel story. Before we get to the Marvel Rivals stuff, because we do have a few Marvel Rivals things, we also have some new castings, rumored castings for the X-Men of the future. So obviously Sadie Sink is still up in the air. Most people still believe she's going to play Jean Grey, but we won't know till July. But then there's 2 new castings. Apparently we're going to get Rogue and Beast in the new X-Men. And the roster, we also have a rumored roster of which characters are going to be included. And guess what? Wolverine's not in that roster. So it's a true X-Men movie, not like the old ones. So it's kind of interesting. So Beast is going to rumored to be played by none other than, Sir Dunk from Night of the Seventh Kingdom is what's rumored right now.
Right.
So,
yeah, that'd be
really
cool.
So that's kind of cool. And then apparently our Rogue might be played by this actress. She's kind of younger. She got
her name is Odessa.
Odessa. Now, I recently watched Odessa in a new movie. A movie I finally saw. I just watched Until Dawn based on the video game yesterday for my first time. So I just saw her in that. So that was cool. So what do we? So I heard we were gonna get So Beast, Rogue's a late edition, and we're gonna apparently get Angel, Iceman, and Gambit's a possibility right now, but not confirmed. But the main focus is Jean and Scott, from what I'm told.
As much as I did like Channing Tatum as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, I really do hope that we get a new guy to play Gambit, especially with with if this actress is going to play Rogue, I just feel like it won't really mush well with the two of them. So nothing against Channing. It's just
We'll get a new
one and
we'll
done.
get
I don't know.
we'll get a new Gambit. I just don't know if he'll debut in this film or if he'll be in the next X-Men movie.
And here's my thing is that he can
I'm
still
about
be
to make a
playing
name for
Gambit. He
myself
just
right
can he just can be a Gambit variant, right? So we
Right,
can have
that's
two
true.
Gambits at once. So
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
pretty
they
true.
could do his own like standalone film for like trying to
Right, yeah.
like, you know.
What?
Dude,
What do you
can't
have to say?
you can't put tentacles in the chat, dude. Everything else has been fine, but the tentacles is too far. Come on.
That's crazy. So I thought that I think it's interesting that they're finally starting to give us some rumored castings for this movie. We know they did some rewrites, so I think that's pretty cool. But then moving on to the next piece of Marvel news. I know Luke was hearing some things about Doomsday recently. About they're saying some stuff. What do you say? Like the movie, they're claiming that that the movie has an ending, but then the ending doesn't feel like the ending, and then just keeps going.
Yeah. So there's a little article out about it.
Yes.
I just kind of grazed over it, to be honest. But yeah, like in Act 2.
You're right. I can reread it. It says the ending of Act 2 makes you think the movie's over, and then in comes the bait and switch that'll leave your jaw on the floor, and then you realize there's an hour of the movie left via Cosmic Circus at Marvel Updates. That's what they say about Act 2 of
They
Marvel
know
Doomsday.
already. It's like
Basically.
half a year away, but they know. All right. We'll see. I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's interesting.
This is not really the same kind of thing, but we had been talking about this before. Maybe not on the podcast, but the Marvel Comics, Jonathan Hickman was redoing the whole X-Men thing. It was like Marvel is like, this is going to be the most important panel in all of Marvel Comics. And it was like a panel of Professor X like reading the mind of Matagrit. What's her first name? I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm not a big X-Men person, so it's an embarrassing moment for me. But
wait, are you talking? Wait, is that supposed to be a character?
Yes.
Matagrit.
Something. It starts with M too. Her first name.
M?
Margaret Matagrit or something like that. It's something similar to that. I could be definitely off by a bit, and that it is what it is. But she never had a power like her whole time as in any X-Men comics, and it turns out she did, where it's like hers was like resetting the entire universe, and they had like 10 attempts to figure out the way to like continue the universe rather than it ending in some horrible way. And she's like, this is the 10th time. And it was Professor X reading all of that out of her head. And like, I'll tell you right now, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. So is it really the most important panel in all of Marvel Comics history? Definitely not. You know what I mean? Like, will this like it's not the same. It's comics to movies, but like they always just try to overhype everything is my point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Especially Doomsday. I mean, like,
Well, they're
this
gonna
is
overhype
like,
it because they need to make so much money. So if like they don't, if it doesn't deliver, then it doesn't deliver. But they have to do what they have to do to get people to please go see our movie. Because as much as they were good films, I don't know if you guys remember, nobody saw Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. The numbers were so drastic.
Yeah, numbers weren't there.
Like it was bad. Like, so if you think about it, imagine like that was a standalone movie. Imagine what happens if nobody goes and sees this movie. People will go see this movie, but if they didn't go see it, it would be a big thing, a big blow to Marvel. Because it's an Avengers movie. Like I'm pretty sure if this movie doesn't make at least $1 billion, I think Kevin Feige's career at Marvel is done. Like,
yeah, it's pretty much done.
If he made one bad Avengers movie, that it doesn't even have to be bad. But just if people are like, oh, you know what? The trailers don't look great. I'm kind of over Marvel. And it makes like, I don't know, under $1 billion, then then they're like, yeah, sorry, Kevin, you gotta go. It's gonna be bad. So that's the big problem with that one. But then we also had some news on the Sony side of things. We had some Spider-Verse news. We got some new pictures.
Oh yeah, Spider
Yeah.
Verse next
Yeah, Spider
year.
Verse, definitely, finally, man.
Right. Yeah, a little something, something. It's about time. How many years has
Yeah.
it been? God.
Too many years.
2, 3, or something.
Right.
It's been a
We're getting
They're
while.
claiming
Spider
it's
Noir first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're
Like,
Yeah, for
claiming it's
real.
coming out they're claiming it's coming out in 2027, so we'll see. They're claiming
yeah,
it's gonna be
we will
ready next
see.
year.
And
So
GTA 6 is supposed to come out this year too. So we'll see.
Me.
yeah, I don't have
we'll
too I
see.
don't have too much to say about that one. I mean, pictures are cool, animation looks fine. We'll wait till we see a real trailer.
Right. Based on the
Yeah.
pictures, obviously it seems that it's it's continuing after the second movie, obviously, where they're trying to save Miles's dad, like especially with that
Yeah.
picture of Spider-Punk where he has like the words say "Go save your dad" or something like that. And
Dad?
then and what?
I don't know.
Oh,
Sorry.
and there's also another picture that they showed of a young Uncle Aaron and a young Miles Morales dad. So I forget his
Yeah.
first name, but
I think there were. I watched the video yesterday on it. Apparently, I think Miguel's got his own little spider group that's going to take on. That's going to help. I don't know. I think it's either going to help the other Miles, who's the Prowler, or or the two Miles are going to team up and then take on the Miguel's group of Spider-Man. So yeah, we'll see. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah.
yeah,
That's
it'll be
the
interesting to see what
the
they do. I
reports.
mean, the Spider-Verse stuff is interesting. The one thing that really irks me, the one thing that really bothered me about the Spider-Verse news is I don't know if you saw this article. I saw some confirmation from Vincent D'Onofrio. The reason that we can't get Spider-Man in Daredevil for a cameo, the reason we can't get Kingpin in in Spider-Man Brand New Day or any other Spider-Man movie until this Spider-Verse movie is finally put on the big screen, until
Yeah,
it's done, is because of this fucking movie. So
yeah, and Sony still got the rights to
I'm
that shit
so
as well,
pissed
which is
off about it
annoying.
because it's just like I want to see Spider-Verse, but at the same time, it's annoying. It frustrates me.
Underground Spider-Punk is a skin in Rivals, but it's not
Yeah.
the like movie Spider-Punk. It's the like other Spider-Punk. But
And a hot take on the whole Kingpin in the Spider-Verse movies. We would have had the first movie so focused on Kingpin. I don't know why we need to put more focus on Kingpin in the Spider-Verse movies because I just feel
Yeah,
like we could do other villains. We could move on to other things. We already had the spot in the second movie. Why can't we focus on the more interesting villains? We got Kingpin already all over Daredevil. If I want to see Kingpin fight Spider-Man, I'd rather watch Tom Holland get his head thrown to the concrete. Like I don't need to see it
obviously
in
Spot
Spider-Verse.
is still the main villain for the Spider-Verse because he didn't really get defeated in the second movie. You know, he
Right.
kind of got
oh yeah,
away.
that's true.
So he'll be in the big. He'll still be the very big bad, in Spider-Verse. I mean, really, the villains are one is more one is more of an obstacle, less than a villain.
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
Miguel O'Hara, he's more of an obstacle for Miles because he's like, you're the anomaly, you're not a real Spider-Man, blah 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 blah, or like your dad has to die because it's a canon event. Yada yada, and then the actual villains will be obviously the Spot and the variant of Miles as the Prowler. But I can also see the Miles Prowler kind of becoming good at the end. Like he's fighting the other Miles, but then they team up. Like not necessarily like I don't know. Maybe they do a twist on it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
intrigued. I'm intrigued by that stuff. I'm intrigued by the variant of Miles. I'm curious to see what his gonna be like as the Prowler. Don't think he'll be as good as our Prowler from the first movie, but we'll see. That Prowler was pretty fire. But yeah, no, Spider-Verse is like we'll see. I'm really nervous about this movie because of the one of the things that really makes me nervous is how the animators were treated making this movie.
Right.
I'm worried that it's gonna not turn out too good.
Well,
because
I
of that.
think I mean, so when it came to the second movie being made, a lot of people after it was done, a lot of the animators were like, love the Spider-Verse, but would never want to do this again because the script kept constantly changing, or the directors were like,
Yep.
"Hey, actually do this," and that can cause an issue with animation because the scenes that they already it would be different if it was like roughly animated and not fully polished, but there were some scenes that were fully like done and ready to go, and then they were cut, and it's not just like cutting a scene from like a live action film. And it's not only just animation's extra work, but especially the kind of animation that is the Spider-Verse, where it's very out there and experimental. It's quite difficult to keep track, so that's why. But I think with the third Spider-Verse movie, they know that this is the final one. They're probably gonna go big, go big or go home with it, and they're probably just like, I don't know. I think the animation team will be okay with the third
Right.
Spider-Verse film.
Oh,
Go
speaking of
big
which,
or
since
go
we're on the
home
top.
like
Oh, go ahead.
go big or go home like Stranger Things.
You-
Boy, I wouldn't say that, but
speaking of Spider-Man, we're on the topic of Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys heard. Apparently, Spider-Man No Way Home is officially on Disney Plus today.
Oh,
my
that's right.
God.
Happy Tax Day.
really? I thought it was on Disney Plus already. Bloody hell, man.
No, they didn't
Yeah,
put it
no, it
on there,
hasn't
man.
been
They
on
were
there.
having so much trouble with the Sony merger. But the last thing we got to
Wow.
talk about before the Marvel Rivals news, I know Ken is excited to dive into that Marvel Rivals.
Rivals.
Is we got we apparently I want to get you guys' thoughts. I know it came out last week, but I don't think we talked about it last week. What did you guys think about the Punisher special presentation trailer?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dope.
yeah, I thought that was
Dope.
good. I thought it was a good
Really
trailer.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, the Punisher. Oh, I got something to say about the Punisher.
Do
I
you?
liked it.
Pun?
Hell, I loved
Oh
it.
my God.
No, but I mean, obviously they're doing
Anyway.
this. I feel like they're doing this type of trailer to like
Yep.
test the waters in it because we haven't really like got a Punisher
Yep.
movie yet. So
Yep.
if this does well, we can actually get on the big screen. I feel
My
like
favorite
so
part was
hopefully-
when my favorite part was when Mr. John Bernthal was running around with the hoodie with the baseball bat, and he goes around and he just wants to keep beating them and beating them up every single time because it's gonna go crazy. No, it looks great. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I think the special looks good. It looks like it's gonna be what the Punisher show should have been, but more focused on Punisher being the Punisher and less like him doing the weird things they made him do in the show. So
yeah.
I think that's really cool. Because the problem with the show is they had so many episodes in the Netflix show. The Punisher was just doing some weird stuff, walking around, taking pictures, trying to be a detective, and that's not the Punisher. So doing it a 60-minute mini special, let him kill some mobsters, let him do his thing, do some war, family trauma, and yeah, should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
And then the Italian mob pulls out of the bushes and kills my whole family, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta get revenge. Yeah, no.
Oh my
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Something will
Yeah.
happen in the beginning of the movie.
Oh
That'll
yeah,
make
I
us
think
like,
so too.
Punisher's gotta fucking kill this guy, man. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, so I didn't watch the trailer actually. I'm going in blind. All right.
There's
Right.
nothing wrong with
wrong
going
with
in
that.
blind. There's nothing
No,
wrong
there's
with
nothing
going
wrong with
blind.
that. I respect
You
that.
get honestly, I feel like you enjoy it more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
when you have
Right.
no idea what you're about to watch, like at all, no trailers, nothing. Like it kind of has a little bit just something special to it, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Like-
pretty cool. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I like that. And so now, with that being said, I think we got to move into Marvel Rivals time because yesterday we got quite the spread on the Marvel Rivals news. So we're gonna kind of take it away.
Yay! All right. So, season 7.5 roadmap is out. I'll be just reading it off. On April 17th, Black Cat will be joining the roster as a DPS. Her game play trailer came out recently. Looks like she kind of looks like a mixture of like Black Panther, but like I don't know, other heroes, and then the way that they're making her different compared to the other DPS is that it's kind of similar to like Deadpool's upgrade book, where like if you attack people, you get money, and then you can buy abilities with money in the game when you're playing her. So that
like
will be
Deadpool,
interesting.
right?
Right, And then on that same day, she will be coming with her own little plushie accessory that you can get with Peter Parker as a symbiote Spider-Man plush. She will also be getting a debut skin, and so will Black Cat will be getting a Urban Predator skin, that's what it's called, and Spider-Man will be getting Peter Parker the Photographer skin. So it will be Spider-Man without his mask on. It would just be him as like Peter Parker. And Blade is getting a Space Outlaw skin, so he's looking like a space cowboy. And new
Okay.
event, the ECU Open Day. So it looks like there's going to be a mini battle pass with Squirrel Girl, Psylocke, and Mantis. Psylocke is getting another legendary skin. It looks like a tennis like team thing. Squirrel Girl looks like a E-Girl Kitten Gamer, and then Mantis is just her regular skin, but it's with black and yellow colors, so obviously that will be free. I think the only thing that will cost money, maybe just the Psylocke skin. I'm not 100% sure if Squirrel Girl's skin will be free or not. And then on April 24th, there will be a new PvE mode called Blood Hunt. So that will be more about fighting Dracula, and I'm assuming vampires as well. Not much has been shown about that, but that will be exciting because we haven't gotten a new mode since Marvel Zombies, so that will be fun. Another new event on April 24th is the Hellfire Gala. So Jean Grey is getting a Hellfire Gala skin, and so will Moon Knight, and Emma will be getting a free one, because she was voted to get a free skin earlier. And then also Gambit and Magic will be getting a Hellfire Gala skins as well. And then on May 1st, we get the new PvP mode, Path to Doomsday, the Avengers mode. So it's going to be a 6v1 between the Avengers and Loki, just like the first Avengers movie. And then, of course, we'll be also getting new skins on that day with Loki and Iron Man, the Avengers skin, so it'll be their movie, looks. And then also Bloodstone will be getting a new skin called Black and White Broom. Kind of looks like she's like in a maid getup with long white hair. And then on May 8th, Winter Soldier and Venom will be getting new skins. Winter Soldier will be getting a Space Outlaw outfit, so again, another like space cowboy outfit. And then Venom is getting War of the Realm skin, and it kind of looks like fantasy, sci-fi kind of skin like going on. And then on May 15th, Season 8 will be out. And then, of course, there's some patch notes with nerfs and buffs. If Underground's still here, he'll be happy to hear this. But Human Torch is getting a buff. Adam is getting a buff. Elsa is getting a buff and a nerf. Deadpool is getting a nerf. Vanguard Deadpool specifically. Ultron is getting a buff. Let's see. Emma Frost is getting a nerf. Penny
Emma
Parker, I know, wrong Emma. Penny Parker's getting a nerf.
Stone.
Penny Parker's getting a nerf, but also buffs as well. Winter Soldier is getting nerf, which is good. Cloak and Dagger is getting a little bit of nerf. Jeff is getting a little bit of a nerf, and Luna gets a little buff. And then new team-ups. Guardians of the Deep. So Venom, Jeff, Landshark, and Hela will be getting a new team-up. Oh, actually, hold up. So that team-up is getting nerf, it looks like. So reduce excess healing converted to bonus health from 100 to 50, and reduce healing efficiency from 70 seconds to 60 seconds. And then there will be a new team-up once Black Cat is added. She will have a team-up with White Fox and Captain America. And it looks like White Fox unlocks a new nine-tailed aura ability through her team up with Black Cat, and Captain America unlocks the new Vibranium Bastion ability through his team up with Black Cat. So if you have a Black Cat on your team and you're playing Cap or White Fox, you guys get an extra ability. And that is all the Marvel Rivals news. That is it so far.
Pretty interesting.
I
gotta say, I'm definitely. Oh, go ahead,
I know
Kenneth.
that was a lot, but
Yeah.
anything you're excited for? New PvP mode and a new PvE mode.
I think
that was
those.
a
I'm
lot.
excited about the Blood Hunt. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see us fighting vampires. It gives me another reason to play Blade besides just fighting random people. Now I get to actually fight vampires, so that's gonna be fun. I'm definitely getting that Space Cowboy Blade skin. Out of all the skins that were announced, that's the one I want the most. I'm excited about the Loki mode. I like that we're starting this MCU road thing. I'm curious to see how it changes the game because they've hyped it up a lot. So it's either going to be really cool or it's either going to be like, hey, we're doing crossovers with the MCU, and it's kind of all right. So we'll see. I want it to be fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Underground, I think Gamora should have been added to the game a long time ago. Because what do you mean we have
Right?
Groot, Star-Lord, Rocket, but no Drax or Gamora?
Right,
And now,
maybe-
and here's the thing,
Yeah.
we have so much DPS. It's like it would have been so much better if Gamora was out in the first season as a DPS, and then please, for the love of God, have Drax be a tank. So
I mean,
Yeah,
I
it makes
think the
sense.
next character
Drax
that's
is
dropping
that.
with season 8, and I've heard some talks on this. Kenna, I have 2 predictions for season 8 right now because I think the next character will be a Vanguard. Because they've done too many duelists lately.
Mm-hmm.
They know they got to give us the White Fox and the strategist. So now it's time to give us a Vanguard. And there's 2 options for this that I've heard. Option 1, Devil Dinosaur has been talked about for a little bit because it would be a Vanguard, so we get to play as a dinosaur. Option 2, I'm told in the files that the Hood is listed as a Vanguard, not a duelist.
I
So
see that.
yep.
Okay.
So I think those
Dr.
could be it.
Ding.
We are gonna have to
Dr.
wait a
Dinger.
little longer. Unfortunately, the games are gonna continue to plague us with waiting longer for Cyclops because ultimately,
So fucked up.
as Thanos says, it's inevitable that he's gonna be a duelist. So
I mean,
I
that's
think-
fine. I don't. This is what I think Marvel Rivals is doing. Is like, okay, they added Deadpool, which is a triple, role, and then who was after Deadpool? Oh yes, Elsa Bloodstone as the DPS, and then
Should have
it
Gamora.
should have been Gamora, and then it was White Fox as a strategist. So they're like, okay, look, like I think this is what they're doing every time they release a new character now. The first character that they release will either be a strategist or a tank because people are begging for them to add more tanks and strategists into the game. And then when the second character comes to be added, they're like, let me just make it a DPS and and put it in like there and like kind of sneak it in because they already added whatever role of the character first. They're like, who cares? We'll put another DPS in.
do you think we could get 2 tanks and then go back to a duelist?
I
Do you
would
think
love
that's
that.
possible?
I think that is possible, and I think it's also possible to have 2 strategists dropped as well. But also, I think it would be nice, just like how, I mean, the last one was like Rogue and Gambit, where Gambit was dropped as a strategist, and then Rogue was a tank afterwards. So I would also love to go back to that as well, where we have one character as a tank, and then one character as a strategist dropped, and like we just take a break from some DPS for a while, just a little bit.
I mean,
We're
I
just gonna
just
have to
recently
wait
got
a
back
little
into
bit.
Rivals, so I'm good.
We're just gonna have to
I'll
wait a
put
little
this
bit because of because I guess Cyclops is gonna be something that could be once we're back to being able to have a DPS again. So
Right. It's
I
just
can
like,
see-
they did it to themselves. They did it. It's like,
yep.
add it
So
to
I
the
think
DPS.
I think we need tanks bad, especially when we're rolling out so much more of the
I
X-Men.
want Nightcrawler as a strategist. I want Silver Surfer as a strategist. I think we actually also, not only that for roles, I think we need more bad guys. We definitely just need more bad guys. I don't
Yeah,
even
we
care
do need
what
some more
role.
villains.
I
Well,
don't
I
even care what
think-
role the bad guys are, as long as we have the bad guys.
Well, here's
Like-
what I
I'm
think
trying
is
to think,
good
like,
that's
who
coming
we
out.
not
I think that with these with this new Road to Doomsday mode, I think we're gonna get a couple bad guys. So
Like, I want
Yeah.
Null to be a playable Vanguard. I
That'd be
want.
cool.
Oh, no would be so sick.
I think Green Goblin would be a cool villain strategist, because the only one we have
Yeah.
as the strategist that's the bad guy is Loki. But I don't really consider Loki to be much of a villain anymore, even though he always usually is.
yeah.
And then like, God, who else? Trying to think.
I'm trying to think of another villain. I had it in my mind though.
Well,
I
with
mean,
them- with them-
I mean, obviously we know that we're getting Juggernaut soon, one of these days, and Juggernaut
Yeah.
will probably most likely be a Vanguard, obviously.
Or
Yeah.
a tank.
Yeah.
What about Colossus?
Colossus.
Oh yeah,
Tank.
Colossus. Yeah, there we go.
We'll also
That's
be
it.
getting Colossus. Oh, Ghost Rider is also in talks. See, the thing is, like, there's so many characters that people want in this game,
Yeah.
and I do appreciate that we get 2 characters each season. I think that's great, but now it's like, now it feels too long. I don't know. Maybe we've gotten too used to it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is, I don't personally play Overwatch, but since Marvel Rivals has been getting popular, Overwatch is like, okay, now we need to lock in, and like
Yeah.
step up with our gaming. And they dropped 5 characters one season, and I think it would be great. I'm not saying make that the new consistency for Marvel Rivals, but maybe just one season, Marvel Rivals just drops 5 new heroes. Or something, maybe not 5, but like maybe 3 at least. Or maybe
Yeah.
4 pushing it.
Yeah, because at some
Instead of
point
just-
they've eventually got to stop with the characters anyway. So like, you
Mhm.
know,
Or I would love I would love if they did, they dropped in 2 new characters and then we get a secret third. Like bring that back again, where like you think there's only gonna be 2 heroes coming, and then they're like, surprise, there's a third.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would like them
Alright.
just to go all in and just because Overwatch been doing its thing, just
Mhm.
give us one season. And since we already have Spider-Man in the game, we're getting more Spider-Man characters like Black Cat and stuff.
Mhm.
Just add, since we saw the artwork of some of the villains in the new map they released recently.
Mhm.
Just
Oh, yeah,
give
Kingpin.
just give us a Sinister Six like
But
lineup like season. So like
Oh
give
yeah,
us
just drop all 6 of
Sandman.
them.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
start
that
with
would be
6 of them.
great.
Get us all
But I
of them.
also
I
think
that'd be
Kingpin
cool.
should be added as a tank, another bad guy
yeah, that'd be
tank.
cool. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
I think that does it for our main
Shut
Marvel
up
news.
about Marvel Rivals already. God. Oh my
What do you mean?
God. We still
So-
talking
so
about
that's-
Marvel Rivals?
I love
What
to deep
the-
rank on Marvel Rivals. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hey,
So that's the Marvel Rivals talk. I
I
believe
do
our
want to
next.
say this.
Oh.
I
Go
got
ahead.
to Platinum 3, and then I played.
And then you played with me and you lost it.
And I lost it. I went down the gold 1, and it's all Luke's fault. It's
Yep.
all his fault.
It's my fault.
It is.
Yep, my
That's
bad.
too bad. That's
okay.
really too bad.
At
When's
least I
Cheeks-
reached to Plat 3 anyways.
When's Cheeks
be
getting
fair-
back on Rivals? Come on, bro.
Huh?
Viewer.
Oh.
Oh, Ski Throw you're talking about?
No, Cheeks.
Oh yeah.
See Cheeks in the chat.
No, I mean I haven't been to be honest. I haven't been going that crazy in Rivals lately. I did get my Moon Knight to proficiency level 40, so he's elite. So that made me feel
my
pretty
God.
good. So that's pretty awesome. But I
Will we
haven't
be
really
getting
been
the
going-
Moon Knight Gala skin?
I might.
He's
I have every
getting
Moon
that.
Knight skin in the game, so I might as well get it.
Alright,
I have every Moon
that
Knight
makes
skin.
sense.
So, since he's my main, I gotta have every skin. So.
We got a Moon Knight Gooner.
Well,
Yeah.
Gambit is getting a new skin, and he doesn't
Yep.
have a shirt on, so I might get that skin as well.
Of course,
so
you're gonna get that skin.
Gambit
But
Gooner
I've been
over
kind of
here.
in and out because there's this little show that's been out that's been prioritizing my attention, called Invincible. I think you guys have heard of it.
No, I don't think so.
And apparently, according to Luke, me and Luke had so much fun. I remember a day this week where all my friends were trying to get me to play Rivals, and I'm just like, no, I think I'm gonna stay over here and play this Invincible versus beta because
We're like
it's just better.
mid-invincible.
Mid-Vincible. What did you just say?
Wait a minute, you can't do that.
Why?
You can't
Why?
you
We
can't
need
do
an
that.
explanation.
Just to rage bait you. Just a kid. I'm just kidding.
She's
I
doing
don't
a
think
losing battle
Invincible's
'cause-
mid. I played the beta. I thought it was fun. Am I gonna get it? No, it's not my kind of game, but I still thought it was enjoyable.
What about
I
the
can
show? When are you
appreciate-
starting the show? That's
I
the
will
question.
be starting the show probably, let's see, like after, I don't know, what season is it on right now? 4?
Season 4.
Probably start it once season 4 is finished.
Oh, so
That makes
next
sense.
week.
I
that's fair
just
enough.
started season 3 yesterday, so I'm loving the show. I'm
That's
diving
cool.
all in. I got the I finished the special presentation. Hey, I was behind. Okay, so we
No. I'm talking about the viewer.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I
Liberty. Trash.
So I literally did what was it called? I watched the special presentation with the backstory of Eve. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, her special is good. I've seen clips
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
And so I like that. And then now I'm on season 3, episode 2, I believe. So I'm gonna watch a couple more episodes tonight. Get through season 3. Get ready for season 4. By next week, I'll be starting watching season 4. So that'll be good because I've been going really crazy. Like after I played that beta, and Luke, I gotta give Luke some credit because Luke helped me so much in the beta. Helped me. He became like Yoda. He was teaching me all the good tricks, and so it was. I appreciate that a lot. So
That's dope.
because once he helped me,
I missed out on the bait. It sucks.
because once he started helping me, all I started doing was just winning after he helped me. Man, I was going crazy after he helped me. So it was great.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna destroy everyone. You want to fight me? You want to fight me in Invincible? Let's go. All right.
Yeah,
This
Russ
dude
is-
is the new.
Russ
This
is
dude is
sweat
about
over
to be
here.
this dude is about to be the Omni-Man of the actual Invincible gaming universe.
Yeah.
He's gonna start
Yes.
growing his mustache and just be like,
Right.
"Look at his JK Simmons."
That's what I'll do. I'll grow a mustache this summer.
Yeah.
And then get an Omni-Man suit.
Yep.
What's like the play? What's the quickly before we move on? What's the style of Invincible versus what's it?
So the closest thing I could relate it to is Dragon Ball Fighters. While it's not exactly like that, you know, like in Fighters, for example, you press the right trigger and on PlayStation and Xbox, you like kind of dash, you like, you know, super speed at the person, like flying at them. This is a lot harder to like kind of take those aggressive stances as much. While it's still as much like team oriented, it's more about like parries and like getting those team assists into play. Like you can kind of like, you know, get a combo in, bring assist tag, get another combo in with the second character, assist tag again, and then bring in a third character, and you can like literally do like multiple combos with multiple characters, destroy other people. But if they get good at countering those assist tags, now you got a real fight. You know what I mean? While like that's typically how you like corner somebody into the wall and you're just destroying them, right? Like this game very much has that going on. Like Joe just said, like when I helped him, he started soaring because like even when I first started playing, I was getting destroyed. Like people just knew what they were doing and I did not. I was fumbling my way through. It's one of those games where you truly need to understand the mechanics to play it better. You know, like go back to the tutorial a couple times. But you know, yo, don't even raid my base. What are you doing? No, don't touch my base.
That's crazy. But so we do got one more Marvel topic, which I think we're all ready for now. It's time to talk about Daredevil episode 4. Sorry, not episode 4. Episode 5 came out this week. So my bad. And
I have not watched it.
Okay, we will not talk spoilers, but we'll just talk about our thoughts on it. All right, Kenna.
Rose throwing.
Kenna, what did you think about episode 5 of Daredevil Born Again season 2? Go.
Oh my god. I thought it was. I liked it more than I thought I was going to like it. It definitely slowed down from episode 4, which I expected, but I really liked the scenes with Kingpin and Vanessa. That's what I'll say.
A lot of people say that they like this episode. From the conversations I saw online, I'll say my piece in a minute. A lot of people think this is the best episode of the season because it was so well acted and the script was written, even though it didn't have.
I really like the part when they act.
When they act. No, that's funny. Yeah, 9.8. Yeah, a lot of people felt really emotional for the relationship between Vanessa and Fisk. So it was kind of interesting. I really liked the episode 2. I have not decided if it's my favorite episode of the season yet. I still think
episode
really
4 is the best.
Yeah, I like 4
a lot.
I think 4 is still. I think 4 is still. I think just the bullseye stuff is just. It's just really good, and then the ending with the boxing match and just so. But this episode brings some familiar faces back because it goes into flashback land. So we get some new flashbacks of Vanessa.
That's right.
And we get to see a little bit of young Matt and Foggy, which is kind of charming and cute. And then get one little scene with Wesley. But one of the best things I'm going to say about this episode, one of my highest praise, this is the first time that there is a retcon in a moment of a flashback that actually serves the story and actually is not a bad retcon. Where they add a certain, I'm not going to spoil it for Luke, but they add a certain character that's in Born Again. So someone who's in Born Again already from season 1 is shown to have been in the Netflix show and already was working with Vince.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
This what you're talking about.
And I like that they did that. I thought that was cool. But also, I think one of my favorite things in this episode is just how it starts and then building into the, even though people are going to praise all the Vanessa and Fisk stuff, I really liked where they took Daredevil and Bullseye's friendship in this episode. I really enjoyed how Bullseye just wants to he wants to be dead, and he did his thing. He's happy. He's like he's doing his thing, and then oh yeah, Chosen says 3 and 5. But then I just like their I think it's the first time I've watched a Marvel show other than maybe Wonder Man, which had really good acting, where it's I was more invested in the acting. I didn't need action in this episode. I just liked the conversations between the characters. I'm invested in what Daniel's doing. I'm invested in what Buck's doing with Daniel. I'm investing on how all of it's affecting the whole Fisk regime right now. And the Vanessa, I will say this. I know it's Daredevil, but this episode the MVP of this episode belongs to Vincent D'Onofrio, because Vincent D'Onofrio's acting in the scenes with Vanessa in this episode is top tier, incredible acting. He was, something that surprised me is he was able to get out of that Fisk voice a little bit, where he's so vulnerable that you're not getting the Vanessa, I'm gonna kill you, Daredevil. I'm Vanessa and I'm the mayor, and this is what I'm doing because I'm the mayor.
This is my city.
So
Yeah.
we're bringing so no more Punisher impression. Now we're moving into the Kingpin.
I did Punisher a little bit. I did Punisher when we were doing I did Punisher when we did the special presentation.
I know.
So yeah, no, his acting was amazing. So I really like this episode. But I will say, if we're gonna talk about all the TV this week when we get to it later, it's not my favorite TV of the week, but it is really good. I know that's crazy because I love Daredevil, but
right.
Yeah, but I like Daredevil.
But I think that's
What is
fair,
your
though.
favorite? Before we move on to another subject, what is your favorite TV of the week, Joe?
I'm not gonna reveal it yet. We're gonna wait because it's between two. But last night made me decide what I think is the
Small,
best.
or it's the
No,
boys.
it's
If
the
last night
boys.
made you decide, it's the boys.
It's the boys. The
Yeah.
boys. The boys got me. There's
The
one
Boys
thing I
was
can't wait when everyone
really
leaves.
good.
Yeah.
When Chris, are you caught up on the boys?
Yeah, I'll call up on the boys. Yeah.
Okay, because the boys is probably gonna be our longest segment because I have a lot to say. So we're definitely saving the boys for the very end, because we're gonna go full spoilers because I got some shit to say. So we're doing it at the very end because I love this episode. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Daredevil.
It was good.
Pretty good. Liked it.
Yeah.
Can't wait for episode 6. I think episode 6 is gonna be a really good episode.
I think now that we've seen what we've seen, it's game time. It's game time. Everything's up right now. So
I think
this episode I expect.
I think
but
this was the
ballistic.
episode where you're gonna have the flashbacks and you're gonna have the build up. But I think episode 6, 7, and 8, it's all cylinders time, baby. These next 3 episodes, we're getting Jessica Jones next week. We're getting it's going crazy.
Yeah.
The war has started, and these task force fools are about to wish that they didn't mess with the Man Without Fear, because I think it's gonna be cool. So I can't wait. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. From as far as Marvel, that's our cap off thoughts on Daredevil. We ready for our next topic?
The boys.
Yeah.
We're not doing that yet. We gotta wait till the end.
No. Should we talk about Maul real quick?
You want to do Maul next? We can do a quick
Maul
segment on
next.
Maul.
Because to be honest, I don't really have much to say about Maul. I thought the 2 new episodes were solid. I think going into Maul Shadow Lord, I think you really gotta view it as it's kind of like a slow burn, and not in the way that there's nothing happening, because there's definitely things that are happening. But I agree with I think what Luke said the last episode that we talked about Maul, where it's more of an overarching story that's happening rather than for every episode it's boom 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 boom. It's more okay, they're still planting the seeds, but obviously, but it's not it's nothing. I don't really have anything negative to say about Maul yet. I do like the relationship that is starting between Maul and what's her name again, the girl that he has prison locked up, the Jedi Padawan.
Oh yeah, Jedi. Yeah.
What's her name again? Does anyone know? Bueller?
Oh, you're talking about the female Jedi? That's Devin.
Yes. Devin? What?
Devin.
Devin?
Devin,
Is her name
yep.
Okay. I really like how they're slowly kind of getting ready between that he's going to take her as an apprentice and kind of get her into the darker side a bit, because he's the future that you were promised was taken away from you, blah 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 blah. and then obviously we get more of the scenes of the other what's it called? The groups, other criminals, the criminal bosses too, and that's
Yeah.
setting up. Again, a lot of these 2 episodes have been set up, but I think it works because they're only 24 minutes long, and which I do like that Maul is dropping on Mondays, and it kind of has that Saturday cartoon morning vibe. And I like that they seem to be dropping 2 episodes every Monday, because first the debut was 2 episodes, which at first I'm like, okay, that makes sense because most shows do that. And then the second Monday, it was like, okay, another 2, because I was expecting just 1, but they dropped another 2. So I'm thinking next Monday we'll also get 2 episodes dropped
They're
together.
saying we're getting 2 episodes all the way till May the 4th. So,
right, okay.
And I think May the 4th is the end of the show. Or for the first season.
Right, that makes sense. And I think that works.
Okay.
I really do like that, because I think it works, because the episodes aren't like 30 or 40 or 50 minutes long compared to like Daredevil is.
No.
For example, so I think Maul being 24 minutes each episode and they're dropping 2, I think it really helps the story push along. Because if it was just 1 each Monday, I feel like it wouldn't be that great. But because you're pushing 2, it's good.
I think for me, I can get that that Maul's not gonna be for everyone, and not everyone's gonna get into it right away. I think the thing for me is I've been waiting to get more story with this character, and as someone who has actually met Sam Witwer in Ray Park, I've always been a huge Darth Maul guy. But one of the things that I'm happy is like a lot of like Star Wars has been divided on so many things. Like there's a whole group of Star Wars fans that are like, oh, they like the sequels, and then there's a group of Star Wars fans that don't like the sequels. Then there's a group of Star Wars fans that love Andor. Then there's people that think, oh, Andor is not good. People don't like it because it doesn't feel like Star Wars to them. Then people do like it, right? So it's kind of weird. And for me, this is the first piece of Star Wars media I've had in a long time where I got that feeling that when I was younger. These episodes of Maul, I liked the first 2, but these next 2 reminded me why I like Star Wars. I felt like I was 9 years old again, watching Phantom Menace again, watching all those things, because I got back to, like you said, Saturday morning cartoon is a good word for it, because when this show delivers animated action, in the first 2 episodes, the problem was we just saw kind of taking out just like random robots and like maybe like a couple like gangsters, whatever. But here, now we're getting Maul that we've wanted to see. You have one episode in episode 3, you see Maul actually start training Devin a little bit. Just kind of, I like how he's kind of like, she's not fully his apprentice yet, but you're really seeing him kind of mess with her. And they make it slow and they build it up. And they added, Sam has done a genius job with Maul, where they've taken the guy that was just meant to be a Sith assassin and like turned him into this really interesting character where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and have tea with this girl and like, yeah, go do this, try and escape. And then I love how they show how sophisticated he is, where he literally even though he's devious and he's evil and has all these things, he literally sneaks up on I noticed through both episodes, he still never goes 100% crazy Maul on this apprentice Devin. Like even when he has to actually face her, he still holds back because he still is trying to get his hooks into her. And the way he does it, it's not like he's done with other characters. It's very different, and he's taking his time. And then of course he gets bigger attacks. There's a really cool scene where he takes out some more crime syndicates. But I like the lighting of him with him training with her, where I didn't know his lightsabers, his new lightsaber he made, I didn't know it was like Ventress's, where it separates. So I like how it separates. And I like the effects they did. The audio was really good with the sound effects of the saber. But then I think the crazy thing is, even though I have a lot to say about episode 3, very briefly, I think episode 4 is the real surprise. Because
4 is the stunner.
When's the last time that we saw Sith and Jedi action in a long time, right?
Yeah,
so like
it's been a minute.
The fact that you see Maul and it's almost set up like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, where you see him fighting the 2 Jedi, and just like it was cool. It was very cool. The voice acting was good. I like some of the stuff Sam does with Maul. I'm all in on Maul. I love Maul. I'm viewing it. It's not like some people would say, like, it's not peak cinema. It's animated Star Wars. They're not doing any weird changes to Star Wars. It feels like how George Lucas wanted to do his sequel trilogy, but like in a timeline where the Empire is. And that's the kicker, is there's a pretty big ending in this episode, Luke, in the last one, that sets up what's to come in the next couple episodes.
Okay.
And it's very big. So
That's the
it ends
thing,
ominously.
Joe. Like what we've spoken about before, yeah. Like I've always said that animated Star Wars has been the best Star Wars for the last like couple of years now,
Yeah.
and it just keeps getting better and better with it. So
I mean, I think the
this
animation of
show
the show is
already
great. And I think
just
one of
keep
the things I
doing
like
it.
about Maul is that, well, I like Clone Wars. Clone Wars has so many episodes that are filler and just kind of in between. I like how Maul only has so many episodes, so they're getting right to it, right? They're
Yeah, no,
building
because I
up.
think they have
But
to because like it's a shorter series,
Yep.
so like they know they can't waste time with this. You know what I mean? Like I really love the fact that like him and Devon, he's kind of like yeah, he wants Devon to be like just trained and stuff like that, yeah, but he's also kind of toying with her, like when he's in the prison, where which was in the cell, and he's in the dark, and he's just there like you could do so much more and all this and that, like things like that. It's just like that's the essence of more. And this is what this show's trying to show. Like, this is how dark it's going to get. So,
I like that it's animated, even though Clone Wars had dark moments. I like that they're letting Maul, and I know Sam's like creative on it and all this stuff, but like it's so cool that they're letting him actually like the tone of the show. Maul feels like Andor, but with the animated version of it, but with the more. It's not made by Tony Gilroy, so it's got the Andor feel of like that dark, gritty underground feeling, but it's got the more. It's got like if Tony Gilroy didn't do it, and it's got Tony Gilroy would accept himself to do like Star Wars the way Star Wars is meant to be, where it's got like the feel. I feel like is Andor with like you have the detective story and you have action here and there, and you got the underground crime stuff, but then you have the layers of Star Wars, like it's thematically the Jedi and the Sith are still the focus. And I know Tony Gilroy never wanted to do that, so I like that you have that. So I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, I really like Maul. I'm enjoying it. It's nice to get some. I like that when you're watching a Marvel and Star Wars show, you're getting different. Like with Daredevil, I'm getting more serious acting. I'm getting more of a story. Maul, I'm getting a story, but I'm getting that Star Wars just fun feeling of being in Star Wars again, and I think that's cool, and I'm not taking it too seriously. All right, what's our next thing?
What is
I guess we can get into.
Well, you guys want to talk about Invincible, right? You and Chris got to talk about
I
Invincible.
have not watched the newest Invincible.
I can briefly go. I'm gonna kind of.
Okay.
I can briefly go over it. Basically,
Yeah,
I'll
go
just
ahead,
go
Chris.
over that.
Hold on, I'm
But,
gonna step away for a second because I don't want to get spoiled
Yeah.
at all.
All right.
Yeah, no worries.
Let me step away. You
I'm
can
not
say your
gonna-
thing. I'm gonna step
I'll
away.
listen
No,
to you.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. Innit? But
Okay, I'll wait
basically,
here.
yeah.
You're not gonna
So
spoil
like,
it. That's fine.
I'm kind of just gonna, but because Luke has seen episode 6, it kind of like it just basically continues off of that. Right now, I won't say too much, Joe, but there's like some type of war that's going on. When you find out is when you find out. Basically, what I can say is like Mark and his little brother, they've really been tested these last couple of episodes. I'm not gonna lie. So like, but this episode, it's really the big one now, and the people that they're up against it's getting real peak in it, and you have moments where you're thinking, yeah, something's finally happening. They did what they needed to do. Then they finally get to the end of it, and then they realize, oh, we gotta go back. So now it's looking like they're setting up for another type of war now, yeah. And all I can say for this episode in particular, I think what I like about this episode in particular is that we finally get the stakes are being raised. So it's not just like, so we get like, I feel like we get like Mark, we get like his dad, we get like obviously Oliver, all of them like understanding that this is like what needs to be done is that there can't be pretty much any survivors at this point. So they have to really think about it. But they have their group with them still. Like Alan is doing this thing. Obviously, like his So Alan, I feel like Alan has low key been like the high, not so much the highlight, but he's been like the star in certain aspects of like these last couple of episodes, isn't it? So
yeah, I'm starting to see him. I'm starting to see him in season 3 as a really more interesting character than just Seth Rogen being comedy. Like I'm glad you mentioned. I'm glad you mentioned Mark's brother because I just got to the part of the story in season 3 where Mark's brother is wanting to be trained by Mark when he's got powers now in the story.
Yeah.
So I just got to that part Also, I was really
Okay.
happy to see when I watched episode 1 of season 3. I was really happy to see Simu Liu as Multi-Paul. I thought that was pretty great.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
The voice
So
casting is so good. I love the
it's,
voice acting. I'm in
voice
love with
acting's
this
really
show.
good.
I,
This
I,
is
I've
really good.
for so long I put this show off, and I've been hitting myself every day that I put this off because every time I
Yeah.
watch an episode of this show, I need more time in the day because I'm like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
more. I'm like Anakin Skywalker. I want more, and I push myself for more, and I know I shouldn't because I can't do anything else. But
Yeah.
but I just
No,
keep
but that's the
wanting
thing.
more.
You got something to binge now. That's the thing, like, so you can easily just binge this next scene coming in.
Yeah, I
So
know. This looks
I
super
think I
great,
don't
man.
know
I'm going crazy.
how
I'm
many
going crazy. I'm
episodes are
loving
there
it.
each how many episodes
I
are there
believe
each
there's 8
season?
episodes each
8
season.
episodes,
There is
right,
an
cool.
episode every
Yeah, so
season.
the next episode should be the last one. So now, yeah, the stakes are being raised even more again. And all I'm saying is, because obviously, Joe, you know about the Viltrumites basically, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Know.
cool. Right. Won't say too much on that, but it just gets a bit. It gets a bit like I'm sorry, but this episode started off like it was Mortal Kombat, and I swear, like I was
That's
watching, I was
awesome.
like, "What's going on here?" Like it was so
What's going
crazy.
on into your
It was
Mortal
so
Kombat?
violent,
That's sick.
and the thing is as well, like when you kind of watch it deeper, and then you see the next scene, you're like, "Oh, so this is how like." It's so mad how the Ultramites are basically. So yeah, well, like I said, this episode was great. I loved it, enjoyed it. I know next episode is probably going to end with a bang. So yeah, man. Invincible right now,
I might even
definitely
be
top
able
tier.
to be watching the finale on the same day as everyone because I will be. I'm planning on locking in so hard now that I'm in season 3 that I'm just gonna keep powering
Yeah,
through. Like
you should be alright. Yeah, you
I've
should be
upped my
alright. You should be
number of
caught up by it.
I've upped my number of episodes. So now I was previously doing in season 1. I only watched 2 a day. Now I've been trying to watch three or 4 a day if I'm really into it.
Yeah, definitely,
Like
definitely.
so I should be able to like definitely get some more in.
Yeah,
And
because
if I
that's
can
what I
get
loved
done.
about the Invincible. It started off like short, and then it just gets a bit longer each time you go along with
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna
Each
definitely.
season,
I'm
so.
really liking where the story's at right now. So I'm gonna. It's making me want to lock in super hard. And playing that game, I told Luke this yesterday. Once I played that beta, Chris, I was already locked in, and somehow I got even more locked in. I became like speedster mode, where now I'm like speed running everything. I'm like, okay, I need everything on Invincible right now. Like I need to digest it as much as possible right now. So in the next week, you're probably gonna see me a lot on my YouTube channel, like talking just nonstop Invincible. Like, I'm probably just gonna be like, "Oh, rankings the seasons when I catch up on everything. Oh, let's talk about the characters. Let's talk about this stuff." Like, it's gonna be cool. So I'm working on a lot of content for Invincible, but I've decided I'm not gonna talk about Invincible until I've watched all the seasons up to the point that we're at because I want to do a big rank. I don't want to do just an individual review. So there's too many times behind. I want to review all the seasons as a ranking. So and then talk about them individually. So
Yeah, go.
but yeah, I think
Alright,
we're pretty
sweet.
much wrapped with Invincible now. Chris
Yeah.
just talked about. He didn't spoil anything, but he just talked about a little bit of it.
Sure.
Oh, so I guess the next thing we have to talk about before the boys is we got to talk about 2 more things I just realized. Do you guys caught up on the Hunt for Golem news from CinemaCon?
No, what is
Yeah,
it?
I'll call up.
I'll spill the beans then. There's
right.
only really one name we need to talk about.
Oh, God.
So Christian Grey is going to be Strider.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Did you not watch 50 Shades?
Oh, yeah,
50 Shades of Grey.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
I barely watched that, but you know, it's a big one.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
the actor
he's
who
in
played
Strider.
so the actor that played in the lead character in 50 Shades of Grey is going to be Aragorn, young Aragorn. So
yeah, that's right.
Oh.
It's
I forgot.
It's official as of yesterday, and they still got that other guy that we're talking about from that Vladimir show, Leo, but he's playing a different character, and it's got Kate Winslet, and they have Elijah Wood's coming back as Frodo. Of course, you have Gollum because it's Hunt for Gollum.
Andy.
Yep, and then
Beast.
somehow Ian McKellen will return as both Magneto and Gandalf in the same number of years.
Somehow
somehow
Ian has
publishing return. Somehow he's doing both. He's going from Master of Magnetism to being back to Gandalf. Apparently
He's booked and busy.
Apparently the wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely after Doomsday. So I had to say that.
Quite good.
But so if anyone has anything to say about that, we can. Otherwise, I'm ready to dive into our DC stuff. We have some pretty big DC
Oh my
stuff to
God.
talk about.
News?
Yeah, well, so we got that description for the Clayface teaser.
Oh, the Clayface, yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
Clayface,
Right.
and then like I said, we got the that big casting. So we got Kyle Chandler's daughter is going to be in Creature Commandos season 2. So we're getting more work on Creature Commandos season 2. Man of Tomorrow is now described from the actors as they're starting to film it, where Man of Tomorrow is going to be a movie about teaming up with your sworn enemy to save the survival of the world, basically, is how they're describing it. And that was from both David Cornsweet, Nicholas Hoult, and James Gunn have both quoted saying that. We also know that we have a couple of castings for Man of Tomorrow because we have there's this weird Maxima report testing going around where some people believe, because James Gunn does unknown characters, that James Gunn cast the Andor actress as Maxima, but I think that it's actually the other actress that he announced, and that it's actually going to be that she's going to be Wonder Woman, because everywhere I look right now, everyone is just keep putting artwork for Wonder Woman. Everyone keeps like just they want Wonder Woman, and James Gunn did this with Superman, where he denies like that someone's playing a character, and then he like uses code names, and then the truth comes out later. And I really strongly believe that this chick is Wonder Woman, and I hope that's the case, because if DC gets Wonder Woman in Man of Tomorrow, we can start to sleep a little easier, because that means that we don't have to wait forever to we'll still don't have to wait for Batman, which we'll talk about in a minute, but at least we can get another member of the Trinity other than Supergirl and get somewhere, because we need Wonder Woman and we need her now. It's needed, and I know Kenna agrees with that, because Kenna loves Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Actually, there's been quite some Wonder Woman news lately. I won't go in too deep about it, but I think it was issue 35 of Tom King's main run of Wonder Woman comic, and it's the most lowest rated issue, I think, right now. It has like somebody said that like the Harley Quinn fart comic has higher ratings than this Wonder Woman issue. So
But people love that comic. That's not fair.
That's all I'll say. That's all I say. But yes, please, I just want Wonder Woman to be done right so bad in the movie. That's all I ask. That's all I really need.
Who do you guys think is going to be the director for Wonder Woman? They haven't announced the director yet,
They
right?
haven't really announced that.
Have. I really think it should. I don't know who. I mean, maybe what's her name? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe that won't be a good choice. Because the first person that came to mind is like maybe Greta Gerwig, I think her name is.
Do you think she could do justice to it? I know she's got that whole weird thing with the Narnia show or movie she's trying to do.
That's right. But but here's the thing, she did a really good Little Women movie. She also did the Barbie movie, which was good. I mean, maybe if Narnia flops, I don't think that necessarily means her reputation as a director is over.
Do you think she can tell the Wonder Woman story in the way that you feel as a big Wonder Woman fan? I know you're a big Wonder Woman fan.
No, because again, I'm thinking about it, because she hasn't really done anything that's in superheroes, because that's the thing, because the thing is, like, you need someone who not only understands Wonder Woman as a character, but also someone who understands how to just make a superhero flick at the same time. So honestly, what I would prefer, I would honestly like 2 directors on the Wonder Woman movie. I think there should be a director and then like a co-director on the film. I feel like that's the way to balance it. And I would also love them to I would really love if Wonder Woman is more based on the George Perez run. I think that's really where the Wonder Woman DCU should be taking the most inspo from. Obviously you can take some other things too, but obviously Gal Gadot is probably gonna watch it, and I'm sure she'll be like, "Oh yeah, whoever they cast as Wonder Woman will be good." I think it will be more of she'll just keep it civil, even though Gal Gadot obviously wasn't the best. I mean, to be honest, I liked the first Wonder Woman movie for the most part that Gal was in. Obviously, Wonder Woman 84 wasn't so great, but she wasn't bad in the first Wonder Woman movie. But I do hope that they really change it up for the DCU Wonder Woman.
That's why I
Um,
think this actress that was in Andor, who's already had some other really big credits, is perfect for Wonder Woman because I think that she fits. She's got the acting already, and if she
mhm.
bulks up, I think she could do a really good job.
I will say this, no matter who the directors are for the Wonder Woman movie, and again, like I said earlier, they should really look into the Perez run of Wonder Woman. I also think they should be talking or working with, just like how Supergirl worked with the comic writers of the Woman of Tomorrow comic. I really
Yeah,
think whoever's directing the Wonder Woman movie should be talking to Kelly Thompson and oh my God, what's her name? I'm blanking on it. But Kelly Thompson is the current author for Absolute Wonder Woman, and she's also written, I'm pretty sure, other Wonder Woman comics right now. And since she's so highly praised for her Wonder Woman stories, I think it would be really good to have her on with the script writing, at least for the
yeah.
Wonder Woman movie. That's really my take, is that I think they just need really good Wonder Woman.
Speaking of Absolute, we also have some news for the Lego Batman game that apparently we're going to get Absolute Batman as
That is true. And I
as a
think
thing.
Oh yeah, Lego
I
Batman.
think I also, speaking of Absolute Batman, I think I don't know if it's out yet,
Issue
but
19, right?
we just got our first look on what the Robins look like in this universe. So that'll be interesting once I
I did
eventually
hear
read it.
about that. I did hear that
They're
that
in like
was.
mecha suits. The Robins are, and and it's all of them. It's Dick, Jason, Stephanie, Tim. I don't know if Damien's, because that was my question, right? It's like,
Right.
if Absolute Batman is this new take on Bruce Wayne, right? Are they just not gonna make Damian Wayne his son? Which I'm totally fine with that change. I'm just curious if they're gonna do it. That's all,
Right.
or like they're not
Well,
gonna
you just
include
don't know
Damian at
yet.
all.
Yeah.
Do you
it's
think they'll?
fine.
Do you
Right.
think they'll do something like that?
Maybe. I don't. I don't know yet. I'll know once I read it, though.
Well, I guess the
So
last piece of news is: did anybody read the description for the Clayface trailer? Anybody want to?
I have not
Um,
read the description of the
Yeah, I did. Hold on,
Clayface.
let me just
or
get
did
off
you
again
read it, Chris?
quickly.
You
Yeah.
want
All
to tell us
right.
what was
Yeah,
in the trailer? Because I didn't read the description.
let me just get this up quickly because
Yeah, pull it up, and then we're gonna talk about the boys because I'm ready.
I kind of really vaguely a little bit, but not really. Okay, cool. So yeah, it begins. What the flip? Okay, cool. Yeah, so begins by flashing between scenes of a man whose face is really scarred and Tom Harry's as Matt Hagen. As we continue cutting to Matt, we begin to see his face losing its composure, melting and dropping as he struggles with his new powers as Clayface. The silhouetted shot shows him using his iconic spiked hand, showing that he has powers beyond simply changing his face. The end of the trailer set to the song "Do You Realize" featured in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 shows Matt in a bathtub before his face completely loses all features and becomes a clay textured mess of flesh. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it
So,
sounds like Clayface. I don't. I really.
yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
much.
Yeah. I mean, they described it to be. I really hope that they go full in with like the body horror of it all. Like, I would just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
really like. Because again, like I love when like a superhero thing, because I love superheroes, but I also love it when they dip into like subgenres. So I
Yeah.
really hope Clayface is a comic. It feels like a comic book movie, but it also has a lot of horror, um, like feels to it as well. That's what I
Right.
hope
I
for the
mean, they
movie.
seem like their goal is to make that like body horror movie like to succeed on that. So if that's their
Mm-hmm.
plan and they
I
succeed, that's
really hope
awesome.
it's like Substance DC fusion. That's what I really hope, but I don't think that is exactly what we're gonna
The
get,
only thing
obviously.
that I'm worried about, the only gripe I have with this movie, and I've said this before because I know where this movie takes place,
mm,
I'm not happy that I don't think, and I know people were gonna try and get their hopes up that they shot something secret. We're not gonna get any Batman in this movie, and I know we're not, and I'm very upset about that because I know the movie takes place in Gotham, and I
yeah,
think if you're gonna enter Batman into this universe, this is your chance to bring him in and to make him do something really cool, and then literally set him up for this world, and
Right.
it's just not gonna have that. And
yeah. I mean, honestly, they should just at this point they might as well reveal Batman in the summer before it comes out. That's because
yeah,
we've waited this long for him. we've waited so long for him now. We might as well do it now because
if they're
this
really
other
going to
time we
delay it
could,
another couple of years or even another year, I'm just like, I love Robert Pattinson, I love the Batman, but
yeah.
I cannot wait forever to watch this movie. Because then when am I going to get the Batman 3? What, am I going to be 50 years old when the Batman 3 comes out? Like what's what's going on? Like it's just I keep hearing about this movie being like, I love Matt Reeves. Don't get me wrong, but I keep hearing about this movie being so good. But then I hear this movie keeps getting delayed, and now I'm kind of thinking we're gonna get New Mutants instead, where it's gonna be like they made this movie and like it's like it takes so long to come out because they're so. Because I thought the script was done. I thought we're like, oh, we're filming this. It's great. It's gonna be awesome. But why does it take so long to come out? Because to me, if a movie's gonna take this long to come out, I don't know if it's got a good chance of being good because why would it take this long?
I mean, unless it is one of those cases where they take long because they're really trying to make it good, right? Like I would rather have it be taking a long time and be good rather than being rushed and bad. So
Oh yeah,
That's
for sure.
That's true.
Sure.
I mean, I just feel like
I don't know.
I just worry because I kept hearing about how they're so proud of it and they're so like ready for it to be done and like all these things, and then all of a sudden now I'm hearing that it's delayed. So it's like it's weird because it's like, which is it? Is the movie supposed to be so good? Is it nearly done and ready to be filmed, or is it that this movie is a mess and that you need to take 2 years to make it as good as it can
that
be?
too.
Yeah, so that's where I'm kind of at. I'm kind of like, I really want it to be good, and I want to believe, but I can only believe for so long.
X-Files. I want to believe.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that does it for our DC topics. I think it's now time to talk about the boys.
Well, do we want to talk about boys or do you want to talk about DTF?
Oh yeah, you guys got to talk about DTF. Okay, go ahead. Talk about DTF.
Yeah, let's talk about.
I forgot about DTF. Sorry.
Before we get to the boys,
Right.
Finale. What'd you guys think?
I thought it was good.
I didn't watch it. You guys all watched it? Okay, cool.
It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, we know, Joe. It's okay. We know that you didn't watch it. I thought it was good. I totally thought the twist was gonna be like the son did it, and then it's like no.
Right. Yeah, the ending they threw you a little bit. They're like,
right. I was like, wait.
Yeah, like did the son kill him or like what was is Clark gonna have sex with Floyd? Like I kind of thought
that's what I thought was gonna happen. I was like,
what's going on? But no, they do a little dance. They just dance together.
No, they just dance in their underwear.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
it's a
so
beautiful
good.
friendship.
It was funny. It was funny.
No, it was funny though. Yeah.
That scene alone.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Oh
I just thought
my
it perfectly wrapped it up. Like it was a good ending. It was
good.
very solid.
It's funny.
As far as we know that there has not been any new, like I don't think there will be a season 2, at least not yet, because it seems to be like it is a limited series, so it's gonna be it's a one and done. But who knows if DTF gets somehow, I don't know the exact ratings on the show, but like if it is very high up and popular, there is a potential of getting a season 2, but not very likely. DTF down to what? No.
Down to fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Knights of Seven Kingdoms. That was originally going to be a one and done, but then obviously they're like, nope. There's going to be more seasons, so maybe they could do that with DTF.
Cool. Yeah.
So, but I'm not 100% sure. And to be honest, I would be fine if there wasn't going to be a season 2. I think one and done is perfectly fine the way it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I really got to say. I mean, all the actors were good. I gotta look, maybe I should look this up again, but I swear to God, I remember I looked up the cast for DTF, like, this was very early, like, when the show was just starting, and I swear to God, my phone said Pedro Pascal was gonna be in the show, and I'm watching the show, and I'm like, where's Pedro?
Up to the last episode, you're like, where's Pedro, though?
No, literally, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait. Yeah, because to be honest, I forgot. And then I thought about it. I'm like, wait, he wasn't there. Because I totally thought he was going to be a new character added. But nope, my phone just lied to me.
None of that.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I think it was just, I think
No,
the
it still
sad
says
part.
that he's in the show.
Does it still say that?
Can you? I don't know if you wait.
You're
You
gonna have
kind
to.
of see it. Yeah. Oh
That's
my
him in
god.
the
They got
middle,
it
and I
wrong.
look up and I looked up DTF St. Louis.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unless
I
it's
don't.
like some really minor role that we just didn't
Yeah, it
notice.
must be something crazy, man,
Maybe
or something. Yeah.
he's literally in the background. I bet you. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it says that he's in DTF. What the fuck?
Mhm.
Hold up. I'm investigating. Talk amongst
Yeah.
yourselves.
Go ahead, Chris.
No. No, I think yeah, so like this episode was really good. It kind of just summed up everything that everybody wanted to know and stuff like that. Obviously, just seemed like what he OD'd on his on that the
The
drink with the
Amstel.
obviously that
Yeah,
yeah.
and the Bloody
And
Mary
then
drinks the whole thing, and then
I think what I appreciate about this is that like by the time what's his name again? Jason Bateman's character. What's his name?
Clark.
Clark.
Yeah, Clark. By the time Clark got home, his family's gone, and the house is empty, and then he just goes back out on the swing side because it's just like, yeah, everything's gone. Like it's not the same. It really isn't the same no more. Like it's that sad. Like you know what I mean. And then obviously like the son as well. He's just kind of like, yeah, he's speaking to the officers like literally where him and Clark. I'm sorry, not him and Clark. Him and thing used to talk, and then it's just kind of like, yeah. And then you're there thinking, yeah, it's the son, but then it's like, no, it's not. It's just like, okay, well, you know,
Right.
and it kind of just brings it to full circle. So yeah, I don't think this show. So really good overall. Honestly, good little limited series.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I think it's
Yeah.
interesting to even think about how like, you know, who Clark is as a character and
Mm.
like how he was betraying his family like the whole time, right? And then like you
Yeah.
get that at the very end and it's like they don't focus on it. You know what I mean? And like there's like it's very much a show that shows you, doesn't tell you. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Mm.
beat
Show but don't
anything
tell.
over the head. Yeah, you know, and I really like the way it just deals with things like that, you know, like and
Right.
who Clark was as a person throughout the show when you look back, you know what I mean, really represents those actions compared to who Floyd was as a character. You know what I mean? Where it's like he couldn't be a nicer person. You know what I mean? And like I feel like for a lot of characters, what kind of almost makes villains is somebody that is nice and taken advantage of, right? And like now or wronged, right? And now they feel the need to get their revenge and they become a villain in doing so. Even like we're about to talk about the boys, Billy Butcher. You know what I mean? Like that's exactly the core of what his character is, right? And
Yeah.
Floyd is just such a good person that like
Yeah.
he doesn't even feel that. You know what I mean? Like it's very interesting, like just to look at this show from beginning to end, like of who these characters really are and what they're doing, how it was portrayed at times. You know, it's just very well written. Was a big fan. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I went to good old Reddit to answer my Pedro
Oh,
Pascal
okay.
question. So
Yeah.
he was actually originally going to play Clark, but before filming he dropped out, and then Jason Bateman
I'm
took on the
so
role.
glad. I'm literally
Okay, that's
so
cool.
glad.
No,
I
like,
would
I mean,
not have
he would
been
have been
on
cool, but I think Jason Bateman summed it up pretty well.
Yeah, no, he did
really well.
Jason
amazing.
Bateman's
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, like it
Like
felt kind of
Pedro would have been a bit. It would have been a bit off-putting a bit, just a little bit, just seeing this type of show kind of thing. So, yeah.
It makes sense though. They got like two big actors, you know what I mean? Like Jason
Mm.
Bateman's like big, I guess. He kind of plays like more minor stuff. Sometimes it's like more
Yeah,
popular,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, like
Oh,
but he fits the role perfectly. I can see why
so
they
the
went to him.
right. The show initially was titled My Dentist's Murder Trial. Underwent significant plot changes, which some Redditors suggest contributed to Pascal's departure, alongside
Okay.
his busy schedule and commitments to other major projects like Marvel films. So maybe during Fantastic Four, he's like, sorry, I can't do DTF, I'm in Fantastic Four.
Right.
So,
Thank you, Marvel.
yeah.
Because I'm happy with what we got, to be honest. Like I love it. And I'm just a huge
No, I
fan
think
of
it's
Arrested
fine just the
Development.
way it is.
Right. Arrested Development. Love it. Like Jason Bateman, absolutely love him. See him in this. It's great. I'm a big fan.
Mm.
I can that scene of him dancing in his underwear with David Harbour is
Yeah.
all I need. That's all I need, dude.
Hilarious.
I can use that in memes or whatever going forward for the rest of my life. It'll be
Yeah.
So that made you happy, huh?
It did. I loved it. I really liked that scene. That scene was fun to me. I got a quick little thing before we wrap with the boys.
Okay.
All right.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Did you watch it, Chris?
Yeah, I watched all of it. Yeah, man. Yeah.
What did you think?
Really good. Honestly, I was very skeptical about how long it's been, because it's basically been 20 years since the show's ended and stuff. So
Right.
I thought, I hope they do it right, man. And then they got all the original cast except for Dewey, but it still worked. Everything, it still worked. It was still funny. It was still weird. It was still like a lot of stuff was happening, like the arguing, and obviously like they're trying to still kind of come together. Obviously Hal's birthday and stuff. So I'm just like, yeah. And it was kind of good to see Bryan Cranston as Hal again, because we've all seen him as Walter White for so long. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So now, like,
yeah,
you know.
It was great. They did do a little short a few years back of how Bryan Cranston like waking up in the middle of the night with Lois as Hal, and like he from a nightmare, and it was like Breaking Bad. He like describes a bunch of characters, and there was a guy in a wheelchair with a bell. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, but to actually get the real Malcolm in the Middle reboot, kind of like miniseries reboot, right? I don't know what to call it exactly, but dude, it was so good. They nailed so much.
I think they should continue it. I honestly think they should.
And I think that's the goal. I looked it up because I was like, is this going to continue? And it kind of was like a test run to see how people react to it. Because if they like it, they will keep going. I mean, even the new cast members, man, like they all did a good job fitting right in. Malcolm's daughter is so good, actually. Like as Malcolm's daughter. Yeah, she's funny, and she like it's all of Malcolm's traits that she has to deal with, and she's like, you know, super aware of that being passed on to her. Like it's funny, man. You know, I really enjoyed it, like big time. Definitely. And yeah, Dewey's not the same actor, but he didn't want to return. He's doing his own thing. He gave them his blessings to recast.
Definitely, man. Sometimes it's like that, man, because you know some people just get remembered for that one thing, and they don't want to just kind of stick to that. So, you know.
Sure. Yeah, he was in a couple other movies, but not too much. Some Christmas movie, I forget, with Dan Aykroyd. I forget what it's called.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, the boys.
Yes, sir.
Da boys.
All right, who's going first?
Oh my
you
god.
go, Joe.
I'll go. You want to go, Chris? You can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first on the boys. But yeah, so this episode, oh my god. All I'm gonna say is, you know, Soulja Boy, this guy, like, he just comes in and just doesn't give a damn, man. Like, he just walks in, he's like, and then Homeland's just trying to talk to him, saying like, listen, like, you know, you're my dad, you know, I'm gonna try to help you. It's like, what? Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you know, he's on that vibe, innit? Yeah. And then, but one of my favorite bits in this was when him and Firecracker were talking about the guns. And I already knew a sex scene was coming. I just knew it. I could see it. Right. It was so obvious. Yeah, but it was so good the way they did it. You know, see, you gotta have the original, just like that. It's like a little chip on
the fact he's like, I love the fact that he's talking when she's showing him his gun, and he's like, mine's got a longer barrel. It's like this. You try this one, dude. You'll like, get the sex.
Bro, for real. You know what's funny about that even more is that, like, I know Homelander is gonna be pissed because he likes his milk in it, and that's some Firecracker. So now seeing his dad, he's gonna be like, I know the next one Soulja Boy is gonna be like, Yeah, fucking your bitch. What are you gonna do about it?
I honestly don't think Homelander's gonna care that much about Firecracker because since I think season 4 she's like, oh, the meds that she's taking for her to be able to produce milk is like taking a toll on her. So I feel like off screen she like stopped taking them maybe, or maybe she I don't know because
No, she
after her and Soldier Boy have sex, he's like, "Oh, is this how a Homelander would like wants you or like views you?" And she's like, "No, he sees me like more as like a mother or something like that." I can't remember the
yeah,
exact
he's
lines.
saying, "Why
And
don't you have a bush down there? It makes you more like
yeah,
a
I know.
baby."
Yeah,
Right. And it's like,
yeah.
is that what Homelander wants from you? To be like for you to be his
Mm,
baby? And she's like, no, more like his mother. Right.
Right,
And
yeah.
like, yeah.
That's
No.
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's some great quotes in this episode. Oh my
Yeah.
No,
god.
there is.
Soldier
Honestly,
Boy.
I also like the
I love the
dynamic.
scene where. Oh, go ahead,
What's
Chris.
that? I like the dynamic between what's it, Ryan and what's her name?
Zoe.
What's her name? Zoe.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah,
Zoe.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
the dynamic between them two. Like, it's either you could tell. I don't know. I wouldn't say a relationship, but you could tell that them two are gonna get close at some point, and then obviously if they
budding.
do like a spin off like with the heroes and stuff like that, you kind of potentially see them two taking the charge of that basically. But yeah, the dynamic was really good.
Do you know who surprised me this episode that I thought was the standout that I couldn't stop laughing about? And I almost peed myself laughing so hard. Was
Yeah.
when you got to the part of the episode with Translucent Junior, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was talking to Translucent Junior about how
Fuck
Homelander killed his dad,
Homelander.
and he's like, "Fuck that motherfucker, fuck." I was dying.
It's so good.
I'm
Honestly,
gonna
I was very pleased to see Ryan back because earlier, the last time we talked to
Yeah.
boys, I'm like, is Ryan gonna come back? Like, I feel like Ryan's too much of an important character just for him not to be in this season, and luckily he has returned. So
I like
I'm
the
very
twist on the show that they're not going to have him be the one to take Homelander out. Like I like that
right.
he
And
lives. I
again, I
like the
don't
little.
need Ryan to do a big old fight. I just think
Yeah.
emotionally he's important to the story because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the son of
I like
Homelander,
that.
but
I
also
love the scene, even though they
the
teased
son
it
of
in the
Butcher.
trailers. I love the scene that we get to by the end of the episode. I love the scene when Homelander literally just because he's that unhinged now. The fact that he literally
Yeah.
beat Ryan like that
Mm.
is crazy. Like my
Right.
jaw was on the floor when I saw it. I was like, no, he didn't do that. Did he
know.
actually like just beat the shit out of Ryan? Like,
I'm gonna
holy
knock
crap.
on wood pretty loud
All right.
here
Yeah.
and say, so far, man, The Boys season 5 has been really good. Like,
Yeah.
if it keeps going at this rate, like I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they're
man,
gonna-
it's
because
crazy.
it. You know what I mean? Like, like right now, I'm getting the vibes of like because I've just rewatched the whole show, so like the buildup of every single season. Like, I feel like we're already getting there on episode 3.
Yeah, pretty
Where
much.
like it is this episode moved the like real like progression of dynamics between main characters, like
Yeah.
to a point where we're about to make moves, you know what I mean? Like Homelander is going legitimately crazy. Seeing
Oh my
Madeline
god,
Stillwell
when he
as
had
an
the big
angel.
literally,
Oh my
I was
god.
gonna bring that up.
He's
That scene,
bathing
I thought
in
it was
breast
so
milk.
funny.
Oh my! And Soldier Boy's like, I
And he's like,
didn't think you could get any weirder. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, I
for
love
real.
the scene where he's in the tub with the milk, and then you have Soldier Boy literally comes in, and he literally leaves the room, and he says, try some for men when he leaves the room.
Just for men.
honestly, the tub
Nah.
of milk is just like that is one of the things I needed from this season. Like they've built up this
Honestly.
milk thing so much with Homelander, right? And like now he's finally like he's ascending. He's becoming God. He's becoming Jesus, right? Now he's like bathing in fucking breast milk. He's walking around drinking breast milk everywhere he goes. Like it's that level. It's
Right. Oh, that's
ridiculous.
another thing too. About didn't he say something about like the rapture is happening, or he said some. Yeah, Homelander said
He
something.
says the reckoning. He says the
The
reckoning.
reckoning.
Oh,
The
yes,
reckoning.
reckoning.
Right.
Killing
That's
everyone
why I'm
that's not
thinking.
faithful.
Right. That's why I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, this is where the whole what they were saying earlier, being like, we came up with something crazy for Homelander to say, but Trump already said that. And I'm not saying that was the line, but I think that's definitely going towards whatever the big,
I
crazy
don't know.
thing
I think it's
Homelander
gonna
has
be
yet
I
to
am
say.
Jesus, but
Right,
we'll
yeah,
see.
so right, or
Well, you know
I am Christ, or like I am
Right.
sent
What
here by God.
what I think is
or
really
something.
interesting is like, so the whole thing in this episode, they set up that if you get V1, you're basically immortal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
So,
he's
true.
trying to get that.
which I thought was interesting. So here's the thing I was thinking about, right? I guarantee you, because we know where the season has to end. I think Butcher will take V1 before
Ooh.
Homelander will.
Ooh,
Because-
that's good though. I like. you're on top of it,
Interesting.
bud.
Yeah.
Yep,
That was a
yeah.
good one.
Because I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's how he's gonna get him. He's gonna be like, "Ha! Look at you, stupid cunt! I got V1 now. You're
Yeah.
Oi, you
Yeah,
cunt.
right.
You
He's
know
gonna get
who?
like by
You know who's
with
been like kind of underrated? Yeah, I feel like what's his name? Goncalo, who plays Stad.
Oh yeah, Stan Edgar. It was great
Edgar.
to see Stan
Yeah,
Edgar back
like
in this
I
episode.
feel like he has been on like a 3-show run. He went from Breaking Bad to The Boys, and then now to the Mandalorian. I'm just this guy.
Yeah, man. No, he's
He's
fire.
doing the
And
most.
I like that they
this
set
show.
him up with Mother's Milk, to where he ran away in the episode where he's like, yeah, oh, you just want to run VOD again? Well, I'm gonna come after you too, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's like
I like the part with Starlight too, where she's like, "I always thought you were creepy," and then he like kind of makes that face. Like it was a
Yeah.
good scene. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Boys has been really good. I hope it continues this good. Like this is what I wanted out of the Boys this week. Like where we're like pumped about it. It's like this was a good episode, and now just looking back on every episode, they kind of have their own stories going on, and I think that's usually what makes these seasons the best.
The deaths in this episode were interesting. I was surprised by the people that they killed in this episode. Like for the deaths, it was kind of surprising. Yeah.
No, like main people, but
Yeah, no, but like they're getting rid of them.
Right.
I'll say my one gripe that I really am getting annoyed by, and it's well, actually I have two gripes. I still am not a big fan of talking Kimiko. That still kind of bothers me. But
yeah,
the other one,
it's just a little unnatural. You know what I
Yep,
mean? Where it's like he's just
but
immediately
exactly.
so fluent with speaking. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and you don't know how
If she did it in
long.
pieces,
I will give her some credit though. I did like the porn scene where she's like, where she's literally talking about like she's been watching so much porn and they're throwing it in her face, and then literally,
I want to try cuddling, and like then
the
Mother's Milk's just like I'm.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of really funny parts in this episode. Like
the other one for me, the other one that I'm kind of just on right now is they already did it in episode 1 with Huey, and I'm getting sick of them kind of being like, oh look, Huey could die. He's gonna die right here. It's gonna happen, and they're dangling it in our face, and it's just like because they already did that in episode 1, and then he did it again in this episode. I was like, if you're gonna do it, just do it. Like it's annoying when they just kind of dangle it in front of you like
not
that.
Yet. We gotta build that up.
They're gonna make us suffer. That was my one gripe. I was like, you're really gonna do this, right? You're really gonna make me. You already made me so worried about him in episode 1, and now you're like, even though I knew A-Train was gonna go in episode 1. I could just feel it. I knew he was gone.
You said A-Tron.
I knew he was gone.
Like, a version of A-Train as a transformer fucking like immediately hit my head. I was like, A-Tron.
Yeah, no, I knew he was gone. I knew he was gone for sure. But I was like, but I still was like, the way that they played with Huey like that, I was like, oh man, this could be it. This is how they started. They kill Huey, and then Busher just goes even more ballistic than he already did. Like it's like that's crazy. So, but when it happens, now if it does happen in this season and Starlight's still alive, Starlight's gonna go absolute fucking crazy if Huey's dead. Like if Huey gets killed, that's something I want to see. Cause I kind of, as crazy as it is, I don't know if they did this in the comics. I have to reread the comics.
I see Starlight dying over Huey.
You think Starlight dies over
I was
Huey?
just gonna say that I see Starlight dying and then have Huey go crazy and kill the bunch.
What will Huey do if Starlight dies?
Huey goes.
Well, Huey what?
And then he, like, because of losing his girlfriend, and then it's gonna end with him losing his girl. Like it's just
If,
like
if he loses
symmetry
his
of
girlfriend
storytelling.
again, if he loses his girlfriend again, this motherfucker's gonna take V1 and become fucking John Wick and start killing everybody.
It could happen.
It could
Like
happen.
Bro.
look at The Last of Us, right? Like
Yeah.
they do this in storytelling all the time. Like the beginning of it is him losing his daughter. The end of it is him refusing to lose his daughter. You know what I mean? Like they kind of put the end and the beginning like on top of each other as this thing that's very similar. You know what I mean? I feel like you might
Yeah.
get something like that with Huey and his like, you know, he had this girlfriend that died. It started all this. Now he has this girlfriend that's a soup and she's gonna die and end all of this. You know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
could
Like,
definitely see something like that. I could definitely see them doing that. They're definitely gonna keep killing characters for sure.
Yeah.
right. So yeah, it could be. We just gotta see what happens, you know. Oh, let's see. Who do you guys think will die in the next episode? How about that?
Ooh.
Episode 4.
Yeah.
It's time, man. It's time
I'm
for the
gonna
deep
say
to
either
go.
Frenchie or Kimiko.
Oh, really? Frenchie or
Frenchie or
Kimiko?
Kimiko.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a
I'm
Kimiko.
gonna
Frenchie-
go. I'm gonna play it a little safe. I think Black Noir is gonna die. Like, I think that would be
Wait,
Yeah.
write
funny.
this down. Write this down. We gotta make a bet.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
he did. He
I'll
did leave him. He did leave him. So
Yeah.
it's possible he did leave him.
Yeah, I
That's
think
a good
Black
possibility.
Noir deep. I think the deep.
Yeah.
Deep might go.
I
next
think the
week. I'm
deep
not
is
gonna lie.
gone. I'm going with the
Yeah.
deep. I think
I
the
feel like
deep's
the
gonna
deep
go.
could go good though. There's like
Yeah, I feel like
maybe I
But
could be
if he
wrong.
goes good, how are you gonna make him go good? Starlight is never gonna forgive him. There's no way
No,
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
go.
sacrifice himself at the very end. You
That's
know
what
I
I
mean?
was just gonna
which,
say.
I
He's
mean,
gonna
that would be him
sacrifice.
dying still. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, he could do
Right.
that. That's true. He could
I
do that.
think a Firecracker could also die soon. Not next episode, but maybe the episode after. But
it would be funny.
Yeah.
It would be funny if like the deep someone ended up in the water and the deep finally had something he could like do and he like got all the dolphins
Yeah,
or something.
if
You
they
know
do
what
an
I mean?
episode like that, that's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy. If there's an episode where it involves water and he actually has something
That
to
would
do,
be
that'd be crazy.
What were you saying about
I do
Firecracker?
think.
I
think
was just
we'll-
saying that Firecracker is also a potential,
Yeah.
especially like I can totally see Homelander killing her, being like, "You're no use to me. You're, and then just get
Yeah,
rid of her."
no, I could see
But
Firecracker. I feel like we got our use out of her for the season almost already.
I mean,
right?
if she dies, like one thing that I think is going to happen, I don't know how we're gonna get to this point because I know they're kind of like meant to be like buddies and team up right now. I 100% think by the finale of the show, maybe even sooner than the finale, especially if Homelander does not get V1 in him by the finale, I think Soldier Boy is willing to do his son in. I think he's gonna get him. Even if it means teaming up with Butcher and doing whatever he has to, I think he will kill him. Because he already seems sick of his shit. I can see him just being like I like what he said in this episode, like, I'm the one that's immortal. I'm gonna be running the 7. So,
I kind of almost want like Homeland. It might be. It's still good old Homelander versus Butcher in the end, right? Like that's what this
it
is
will
gotta
be.
be about,
It will
right?
be. It will be in
But
the end.
like,
Yeah,
I almost wish it
100%.
was like flip it, surprise you. Like it's Soldier Boy. We really got to take down,
Well,
right? But
to be honest, I kind of feel like with all the whole like they're trying to be like, "Oh, you Starlighters out there, we're coming for you." I really
Right.
feel like we need something big that Starlight's gonna do with. I feel like Homelander, maybe not like
No, yeah, for
not have
sure.
her. Not have her like maybe it will be the pre-fight to the actual big fight where like I think you can have both with Starlight fighting Homelander and then it's Butcher fighting Homelander. Like maybe Starlight either dies or needs to like tap out for a second or something else is happening and Starlight needs to go and then Butcher comes in.
Well, the other thing I realized
Does-
with this was, oh, go ahead, Luke.
Does Starlight kill the Deep?
Possibly.
she should.
I think that's possible.
What she
Because,
says
you know-
to him in that first episode is, "I'll burn
Oh,
your
yeah,
eyes
true.
out," and watch
Yeah.
her burn his eyes out.
His
to kill him.
eyes out.
Watch.
Yeah, I could see it.
I could
I
see
would
that.
love
See, that's why I
that.
don't
I
think
would
That's a big
redemption's in the
possibility.
cards for him because I think he's totally gonna get fucked up. I think it's gonna happen.
It's
But I
either
also still think-
Starlight kills him or Homeland. I think it's
I
either
mean,
one of
but
those
here's
two.
the crazy thing about that whole thing that you were talking about with like the finale and the end of everything. It will still be Butcher and Homelander, but the one thing I think about is now that they revealed like how strong Compound V like version 1 is, there's no way at the end of this season that you're taking out Soldier Boy. I don't know how they'll leave him as a dangling threat, but they can't take him out now. There's no way.
There's
That
got
was-
to be something we're gonna find out in one of these episodes. though.
Yeah, there's
gotta
gonna be something
because
because
they said
remember,
in this
remember,
episode,
what's his
so-
name? Zoe's dad. He said like there's something that they've not. I think there's something that they've not. There's something that they found, not kind of found or not found yet. So hopefully that'll be
You
the key
know,
for it.
But
Who's gonna
one
figure
thing
it
I
out?
think that they're gonna. Oh, what'd you say, Luke?
You know who's gonna figure it out?
Who?
Sister Sage.
Sister Sage.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I
she's
think
gonna
That's
Sister
figure it
funny
out.
Sage,
on
as
that.
crazy as it is, I think Sister Sage is goner pretty soon too. Because
Yeah.
I think Homelander is gonna get to the point where he's gonna be like, I don't need you, and she's the first of his lackeys to go. Other than like what happened with his other ones, I think he's just gonna be like, we have different ideas. I'm doing this. I don't need you. So,
Yeah.
but we already kind of saw it in this episode where he's like trying to tell her about the things he wants, and she's like, what? Like she doesn't like when he was trying to tell her.
So
I mean, especially
if
since
I
they've
could-
especially since she's like, oh, if you shoot me in my brain, I'll be fine in real forms, but if you shoot me in my heart, then I'll really die. So I feel like that could also be another foreshadowing bit to her death
Sure.
that someone gets her in the heart, and then she can't regenerate her heart. So
if I could spoil Gen V a little bit, I don't know if you guys care.
you can spoil it.
Yeah,
No,
that's
give
fine.
her a bit.
Just-
I'm gonna
just
watch
wanted to, like-
that. I'm gonna watch it after I finish season 5.
Mhm.
Just one detail, nothing like. So, like Frederick, maybe I see. We're at the like. You guys probably won't finish it by the time this show ends, season
Yeah.
5 of the boys, right? So like, at
Mhm.
least it'd be a cool little thing to know, right? Like, because I feel like they're gonna reference it where, in Gen V season 2, like Frederick Vaught is a character in the season, like the dude who made Compound V, and this might make you a little bit more intrigued to want to watch it, really. Where like I won't tell you how it happens or anything, but him and Sister Sage are like a thing. You know what I mean? And like he's straight up like Nazi, you know. So yeah, it's interesting, and I feel like that's gonna come back somehow a little bit against her.
It has
You know?
to. I really
Right.
feel like it has to in season
Like
5.
Homelander knows, or somebody knows, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And like just somebody's gonna bring it up at the least, you know. I feel like so. It's something I
herself
really liked.
Brings it
Actually,
up. Yeah.
yeah, I liked it a lot. Gen V season 2 is really good, and they mentioned Marie actually in this episode and how she couldn't make it for some reason to something. But she's like the main character from Gen V, and she has the same powers as Victoria Newman, but
Okay.
like she was just learning how to use them in season 2, like fully, you know, where like she can do way more than just pop people's heads. She can like literally control people through controlling the blood in their body.
Oh,
You
so
know,
like blood bending.
Yeah, like literally, yeah, and
Mhm.
like make that person do whatever they want them to do.
Oh yeah, I
like,
remember that stuff.
right, yeah, it's actually really cool, and I like wouldn't be surprised to see Marie do something before the season's over. Like I
Oh,
already
what-
feel like the reviews that were like Ryan's not in it that much. Like we just got so much Ryan. I feel like you know, like
Yeah.
I'm
So I
almost
feel like they're
satisfied.
lying.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think they were able to talk about it because I think it was a big spoiler for him to be. I don't know why, but I feel like there was an embargo about it because
right.
this was
You
his big
can't-
episode. Now, do we know when Butcher found him? Is he dead now? Like,
No, I don't think so.
Probably not. You know,
No,
but like
I don't
kind
think
of
so.
maybe, but probably not.
Definitely
You
fucked up, but not
Right.
dead.
If Homelander killed him, then I think that would have put him in he would have put him in an even worse light because you just killed someone who's basically a kid, and if that was recorded or anything like that, that would be even worse.
I'm
You couldn't
curious
even
if
say AI.
if Kripke's gonna play with his old sandbox in a minute because we still have the other guy from Supernatural coming in a couple episodes.
Right.
I thought, see, like I don't watch Supernatural, so I don't know, like even what this other guy looks like. I thought maybe it was the guy in the back seat with
No, the guy in the back seat. So you ever watched the show Black Sails?
very little.
That's Charles Vane.
Okay.
Yeah, in that he's a pretty big legend in that pirate history. And so he's from that show. The guy we're waiting for is Jared.
Okay.
Because it's a reunion of Jared and Jensen, because they were the original leads of Supernatural, and so and since Kripke made Supernatural, this is him bringing those two together.
Does anybody have any final thoughts on the boys?
No.
Nothing good.
I
Yeah, I
love
feel
it. I
like
just
we
can't
do.
wait for the next episode. I'm excited.
Hell
Of
yeah.
course.
Definitely.
And you
Can't
just
wait
brought
for
up
it.
Pirates, Joe. My
Mhm.
last thing is pirate game just came out yesterday, Windrose on Steam Early Access. And it's a survival game. Like, you know, you literally have a little boat, you end up getting a pirate ship, like you upgrade it, you build houses, it's a survival game as a pirate. It's amazing. Sail the red line, dude, and then sail the grand line. Come on. What are you doing? Like, fun as hell. It'll come to consoles eventually. It might take a year to 3.
I can't wait till it comes, man. I'm itching for some new pirate
Arr.
games.
Yeah. Fun. Very fun. I'm like addicted to it already. So I'm like, I need to get back on it right now, actually. So I gotta go.
Alright.
We all got stuff to work on, man. We all got stuff to work on. That's what's awesome.
All right, guys. I think this will do it, though, for this episode of Legion of Creators. Thank you so much for watching. Any support you guys give us is highly appreciated. And we'll see you next week. Same bat time. Same bat channel. And
Goodbye.
That's a Game Boy production.